Hey guys, it's your boy Mark back with another video, and I'm here to give you my thoughts on yet another 2019 Netflix film. I'm rolling in with these Netflix thoughts videos, guys, and that is on a movie that you guys have probably never heard of, but this movie is called 15 August. And what this film is about, it's about, well, it's India's Independence Day, which is the 15th of August. I googled it myself. um, and it's about these two people who love each other, and but their their family doesn't accept their love. So that situation is being sorted out, and also at the same time, something happens to this little boy, and pretty much everybody in this area wants to help him out to try and help him and get out of the situation that this little boy unfortunately found himself in. I'm not gonna say what happened to him because I feel like that in itself is a spoiler because you have no idea what he needs help with because it says like part of the synopsis. And when it so caught me off guard, and I had no idea that the situation would become as big of a deal as it became. So I'm keeping that absolutely spoiler free. So what did I think of? And this is an Indian movie too. Yeah. When I said India's Independence Day, I felt like that should have given that away maybe. And it takes place in just one day. Yeah, it takes place in one day, ladies and gentlemen. There are flashbacks as well. And when those flashbacks came up, I didn't even realize they were flashbacks until it went back to the current situation, and I was like, oh yeah, that's right. So what did I think of 15 August? Which, by the way, is Ben Affleck's birthday. um, this movie was great. This movie surprised the heck out of me. I absolutely love this film. 15 August is great, and I highly, highly recommend you guys watch this film because it is great. Admittedly, I'm not really a big fan of like Indian movies, not really something I was into checking out. I mean, there is one Indian movie that I love to death. That is Slumdog Millionaire. That movie's amazing, and I'm sure you guys have probably seen that. But 15 August, um, I gotta say, I hated the first 40 minutes of this movie. The first 40 minutes of this movie, to me, absolutely sucked. Didn't really make any sense. I didn't care what was going on. I was bored. I was actually ready to give the film a 1 out of 10 during this first 40 minutes of this movie. But after the story really sets into place, I was hooked. Okay, if you cut out the first 40 minutes of this movie, I probably would have rated this a 10 out of 10. Not gonna lie, like it's that good. And but the first 40 minutes suck, horrible. Which is why I'd give this um I'll say my rating at the end of this thoughts video. But um yeah um as for my positives with this movie, the situation with the little boy, um it just that was what really hooked me. Once the situation with this little boy happened, I was hooked. Okay, and I was like, oh man, is he even gonna come out? Is he even gonna? Oh crap, I might have spoiled it there. But whatever. Like, how is the situation gonna be dealt with? You're wondering the whole time, and it really had me on the edge of my seat. The Lord Kevin Feige himself, he said that good movies don't feel long. And once the situation started, I was absolutely hooked, and it didn't feel long at all. Like time just went by like, phew. And okay, the first 40 minutes of this movie felt long and slow and crap, but yeah. And there's this one character on here that cracked me up because he keeps thinking of these really funny and wacky ideas to get this boy out of his situation, and I was cracking up. I like to think of him as the Indian David Cross. He really made me think he was an Indian David Cross. As crack up as that might sound, I feel like you guys probably would feel the same way too. Like, that is crack up, isn't it? Um, and the characters are great too. I like the little boy character. He was great. He's not the main character. The main character is this guy named Raju and Yui, uh, who is a woman, and they are the two like lovers of this film. And I really love those characters. And there's this rich billionaire Indian who lives in America who has come to marry Dewey or Wee. And he was an awesome character too. I liked him more than I thought. I was so worried he was going to be a douchebag billionaire typical type character, but he wasn't. He was an awesome guy. He was a genuinely awesome guy. And they okay, maybe that would be a spoiler. But cover your ears for the next 10 seconds. And he wasn't that at all. They didn't do that cliche where it turns out they seem really nice throughout the whole film, and then at the end, at the very last minute, he turns out to be a douche. They did not do that with this character, and I loved that. And something really took me off guard. Like, I can't believe like all these Indian people just keep insulting each other. They call each other idiot and stupid all the time. Like, come on, like that's your family. That's your family. Those are your people. Do they actually do that in are they actually like that in India with the people? I mean, no offense at all. I'm very sorry if I offend anyone by trying to mention that. I'm just wondering because I was like, wow, wow, wow. Even the little boy got insulted in this movie. He was called stupid a lot, and yeah. If there's anything I didn't like about this movie, the first 40 minutes, as I said before, awful, awful first 40 minutes. But after that, it was just great throughout the whole thing. And the way it ends, it's okay. Not the way it ends, but the way that the boy ends up getting out of this situation. Come on, you know that was gonna happen. It's so like what? Like imagine, for example, praying for something good to happen and it just works just because you prayed. That's literally how he gets out of the situation. And I was like, really? I was hoping there'd be like a mind-blowing way he got out of it. But other than those, I love this movie. I really dug it. It's a nice foreign Indian movie, you know? I'm doing thoughts videos on types of movies that I never thought I would do thoughts on. I'm serious. So yeah. So 15 August, I'm going to rate it a very strong 8 out of 10. Had this movie been, if the first 40 minutes of this movie were cut, most of the first 40 minutes of this movie were cut, because there was some cool, there was some alright parts in the first 40 minutes, but overall I was like, oh man, this sucks. But then I was hooked after that. But overall, the ending was still sweet, even though I hated the convenient prayer and it worked type of ending. You know, I'm not saying they prayed and that's how the boy got out of the situation, but you know what I mean? Like, it's a situation that kind of in that type of way, you know? Still a great film. And I highly recommend it. It's 2 hours long. And during those first 40 minutes, I was regretting watching this movie. And I was like, oh, but like, I was hooked. And then I was like, you know what? I am so glad I watched this. So glad I watched this. It's great. I recommend it. I can't say who it stars because I never heard of any of these people. I have no clue how to pronounce their names. I don't want to butcher it to offend anybody. But yeah, great movie, 15 August. It's on Netflix. Hopefully it's available worldwide on Netflix. And yeah. So those are my thoughts on 15 August, guys. If you have seen this movie, please leave a comment telling me what you thought of it. Did you like it? Did you love it? Did you hate it? If you haven't already, please like this video, subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and comment below. I'll see you guys later for more great thoughts videos from your boy. And I'll see you all later. I think I already said that. Peace out.